The Seattle CYO volleyball program requires that each team provide a scorekeeper. The two scorekeepers will work together to be sure the score is accurately kept for the match. Typically, the home team will be designated as the official scorer. However, if the visiting team's scorekeeper is more experienced, the referee has the option to designate the visiting scorekeeper as the official score sheet. If there is confusion between the score sheets and/or the scoreboard, the official score sheet is considered the correct one. Each scorer needs the following equipment: 3 score sheets and 2 pens, typically a black or blue one and a red one. Scorers begin with the black or blue pen. Then after the entire team goes through one rotation, the first server comes up again, but the scorers will switch to the red pen. If the game goes to another full rotation and the first server is serving for the 3rd time, the scorer would return to the black or blue pen. The scorer will wait for the coin toss. The coin toss determines which team will serve first and which side they are on. The scorer shall fill in the location and date, the team names in their respective sides, and will mark the first serve box. The scorer will receive the lineup sheets from the coaches and enter the players' uniform numbers in the exact order as they are listed on the lineup sheets. The scorer will also denote the captains on each team with the letter C by their number. Play will then begin. Team Yellow serves first, so player number 12 serves. Once the ball is contacted for the serve, a circle is made on the line next to 12. The scorer shall watch the referee to determine which team wins the point. The referee will signal who won the point by extending their arm out to the side that the point was received. In this case, number 12 wins the point. The point number 1 is written in the circle and then circled again in the column in the center of the sheet where there is the running score. Number 12 serves again. A circle is drawn next to the last one after the ball is served. 12 makes another point, so a 2 is written in the circle, and the 2 in the running score column is circled. Number 12 serves again. A circle is drawn. The point is lost, so an R, which means side out or rotate, is written in the circle. Then go to Team Green's first server, number 47. Mark the rally point by making a box and score the point number 1 in the box and make a box around the 1 in the running score. After the ball is served in the circle, is drawn next to the box. 47 scores a point and a 2 is written in the circle and marked in the running score. Number 47 serves again, make a circle, but they missed the serve. So it's a loss of serve, put an R, it's written into the circle. Go to the next server, number 13, and mark the rally point with a box and point number 3. Mark the running score with a box. 5th and 6th grade may only serve 5 consecutive point scoring serves. If a player scores 5 point scoring serves, the rally point does not count as one of their serves. The team retains the serve and rotates to the next server. The scorer should notify the referee that the server has reached their 5 serves by raising their hand showing 5 fingers. They then move to the next server and continue. So on the score sheet, player 13 received the rally point 3, then proceeds to serve 5 point scoring serves. As they went, the scorers marched each serve with a circle, point 4, circle point 5, circle point 6, circle point 7, and circle point 8, also marking the running score. At this point, the server holds up the open hand, signaling the 5th serve. The team then rotates to the next server, player 5, and play continues. Number 5 scores point 9. At this time, the coach for Team Green wants a timeout. The coach signals timeout to the referee, who grants it. The scorer then writes a TX on player 5's line right next to the circle with point 9. It is written here to show exactly when in the set the timeout was called. The T means timeout, and the X means the non-serving team called it. If the serving team called the timeout, there would be no X, just the T. The scorer then needs to write the score in Team Green's first timeout box at the bottom of the running score column using Team Green's score. Team Yellow's score, thus 2-9. Note that there are just 2 timeout boxes for each team, as they are only allowed 2 timeouts per set. At the end of the timeout, signal to the referee the number of timeouts each team has used, and in this case, 0 and 1. Notify the referee if a team tries to take a third timeout. The scorer should also be checking to be sure the correct player is serving. If it is not the correct server, the scorer must wait until after the serve and the ball is dead and then notify the referee that it was the wrong server. This will result in a loss of serve and the ball goes to the other team. The scorer will make a box next to the server's number, put an R in the box, then move to the opponent's next server and enter the rally point in the box. In our game here, even after the timeout, player 2 goes back to serve. Number 5 should still be serving. Even if the scorer sees that it's the wrong server, they cannot stop the game until after the serve is made. When the ball is dead, they then notify the referee that the wrong player served. A box, not a circle, because number 5 did not serve, and R would be made on number 5's line next to the TX, and a rally point 3 made for Team Green next to player 19. Team Yellow would get their players back into the correct order, with number 2 being the next server, even though they already served and they were out of order, but they did not technically count on the score sheet. Number 5 loses their serve. Player 19 now serves, the circle is made. They score a point, so 4 is written in the circle and circled in the running box. Their next serve they miss, so an R is in the circle, and Yellow 2 gets the rally point 10 and serves. Misses, side out, R in the circle. Green 36 gets the rally point 5. Serves, gets point 6, serves, gets point 7. Score is marked on the server's line, the circle and point, and mark the running score, but realize that they just put another 6 rather than a 7 in the circle. That's okay. Just cross it out and redo the circle with a 7. Mistakes are not erased, but crossed out and corrected. Number 36 serves and misses, R in the circle. As the set progresses, the scorers should communicate with each other to be sure their scores are correct, and should also keep an eye on the scoreboard to make sure it matches the official sheet. All matches are best 2 out of 3 sets, with the first set to 25 points and the third set to 15 points. All sets must be won by at least 2 points. So let's play this out. Yellow 6, rally point 11, serves, misses, side out. Green 57, rally point 8, serves, side out. Yellow 10, rally point 12, serves, makes point 13, serves, side out. Green 20, rally point 9, serves, makes point 10, serves, side out. Yellow 3, rally point 14, serves, misses, side out. Green 58, rally point 11, serves, side out. Yellow 7, rally point 15, serves, misses, side out. Green 48, rally point 12, serves, makes point 13, serves, side out. Yellow 4, rally point 16, serves, point 17, serves, side out. Green 60, rally point 14, serves, side out. Yellow 8, rally point 18, serves, misses, side out. Green 47 has now come up to serve again. Scores change to the red pin and mark rally point 15, Number 47 serves, side out. Scorer switches back to the blue or black pen as yellow is still on their first rotation. Yellow number 9 is supposed to serve next. However, they still have not arrived in the gym. The coach has the option to cross them off the score sheet or keep them on in case they arrive before the end of this set. If the choice is to cross them off, they cannot enter this set, but they are eligible to enter in the next set as long as they stay in the same rotation, here between 8 and 1. Player would be crossed off the score sheet and player would continue on to the next player. If left on, if this is 5th grade, play would just go to the next player and player yellow, number 1, would receive the rally point and serve. Number 9 can enter on their next regular rotation after 8. We're going to say our game is 6th grade, so now number 9 now becomes a ghost player. The play is continuing as if they were on the court. The team will play with just 5 players now. Number 9 will receive the rally point 19 and then receives a side out R. Since there was no serve, the R is placed in a box, not a circle, and the ball goes back to green. Now, since there's a hole on the court, number 9 may enter the game at any time during a dead ball. The referee just needs to be notified. Play continues. Switch to red pen for the green team. Green 19, rally point 16, serves. Scorer marks as a side out R. This is crossed out and point 17 goes in the circle. 19 then makes points 18 and 19. Now the green coach wants a timeout to settle the players. Coach signals timeout to the referee who grants it. Next to the last point 19, the scorer writes a T for the timeout, and since it is the serving team, no X is needed this time. Then down in the second timeout box on the green side, the score is entered 19-19. Then the signal is given to the ref. 0 yellow, 2 green. Green has no more timeouts for this set, but gets 2 more in set 2. Play continues. Green 19 serves, misses, side out. Switch back to black pen. Yellow 1, rally point 20, serves, side out. Switch to back to the red pen. Green 36, rally point 20, serves, side out. Stay with red pen as red is now starting serve order again. Yellow is now starting the serve order again. Yellow 12, rally point 21, serves, side out. Green 57, rally point 21, serves. During play, a ball rolls on the court, and for safety, the referee stops play. Signals replay, which is 2 thumbs up. Scorer puts a P, which means play over in the circle, and 57 will serve again. Make the circle for the new serve, side out, R. Yellow 13, rally point 22, tosses for overhand serve, but the toss is bad, and 13 catches the toss. Referee signals replay. A P is placed in the circle. The referee signals to serve again, and again, it's a bad toss. Referee signals lots of serve, side out. Player may only have 1 bad toss per serving rotation. Green 20, rally point 22, serves, side out. Yellow 5, rally point 23, serves, side out. Green 58, rally point 23, serves, side out. Yellow 2, rally point 24, serves. Score marks as a side out, but referee signals point. Point 25, end of set. When one team reaches 25 points and is 2 points above the other team, they've won the set. On the bottom right side of the page, the scorer should circle the set number, which is 1 in this case. Write the winning team name and score, yellow 25. Losing team's name and score, green, 23, and then sign on the bottom left side. Then give the sheet to the official to sign on their line. Teams will now have 3 minutes between set 2 begins. Scorers will use a second score sheet, filling out the top as before. Teams will not switch courts, but will remain on the same side for the duration of the match. This may change in the future. Since yellow served first in set 1, green will serve first in set 2. If a deciding third set is played, the referee will flip a coin with the captains to determine the first server. Serving order will begin where it left off in the previous set. So in our case here, yellow 2 was the last to serve in set 1. So number 6 will be the first server for set 2. However, since yellow is receiving, they will rotate after green serves. So they will start on the court with the last server, number 2, still in the serving position. On the first side out, they will rotate to 6 to serve, and number 2 will exit the court. Green 58 was the last server, so 48 will be set 2's first server. Since they are serving first, 48 will line up on the court in the serving position. The scorers will continue to score the game just as we did in the first game. And when the match is over, the referees have signed the sheets. The scorers should give their score sheets and lineup sheets to the coach to keep. Thank you for learning how to score for your team. If you have questions, please contact your grade level volleyball commissioner. Good luck this season.